Here inside the Q, Cavs a winner in the home opener, 102-92 against the Miami Heat, LeBron James' old team. So far, 2 games out of the 3, we have seen some of the teams that were expected to be challengers to the Cavs in the Eastern Conference, threats to the Cavs in the Eastern Conference. Chicago in the opener, Miami here tonight. Of those 2 teams, Joe, which do you think has a better chance of testing the Cavs, pushing the Cavs this year? Who's the number 2 team?
Well, I picked the Heat to face the Cavs in the finals, and I'm trying to dive back into my computer as soon as we're done. You know, it would be the Bulls of those 2, I suppose. But the rest of the Eastern Conference has a major problem on their hands right now because the Cavs are certainly deeper than any iteration of a Cleveland team that we've seen, and they're not even complete yet. It's going to be a problem for David Blatt to figure out how to get all these guys in, but whoever he decides to play, almost every night's going to be better than anyone that the East can throw out on the floor.
Cavs clearly number 1, everybody else lining up for that number 2 spot. Chris, how much of a threat do you think Miami is?
About as much of a threat as me and you are to the Cavaliers right now if we get out there. I mean, look, the Miami, they're a better team than they were last year. They got some good pieces, but you need a bona fide go-to scorer. Dwayne Wade is not that right now. He's not going to be that. He can give it to you in spurts. In a series, can he give you that in long range? When Cavaliers have a plethora, when they're healthy, a plethora of defenders that can go out there and take him out of the game. You see what Dragic is. He's hit and miss. So there's really not a team out there. I mean, Chicago is the closest threat. We'll see how they can evolve under Fred Hoiberg. You know, they still have some room to grow and improve. But as far as that goes, man, like I said, the East is whack. And outside of Chicago and Cleveland, nobody really cares what the rest of the league is doing.
Of course, there's Washington, Toronto, Atlanta. We haven't seen those 2 teams, but we have seen Chicago. We have seen Miami.
We don't need to see them.
We'll find out how this season unfolds and which team becomes the number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference behind the Cavs.